guys, thanks for joining me again. I have a pretty quick kiln unload. I actually unloaded it just before Christmas, but it was too crazy and too busy to film and everything. So I set the pieces aside. I took a quick video of the gifts that I ended up giving, and I'll insert that at some point. Okay, so on this one, this is Red Wine by Pottery Supply House. On the bottom, I did our names engraved, and then on the bottom. And then I did River Birch, Amico River Birch, around the rim and the handles. And I did 3 coats of River Birch, and I overlapped the red wine. And I did a little bit, I like cleaned my brush off of the red wine up on the top. So that's where you're getting the tiny little bit of the red on the top. But that's pretty beautiful, isn't it? Look at that. So I've got my wrapping paper, my boxes. So I'm gonna wrap this up for my mom. And let me go over these 2 items. These mugs are a gift. The bottom here is Mako sea salt. Mako sea salt. And then I did Amico Sky, Amico Deep Sea up here, and then 2 coats of seaweed. And that got some really nice color. The inside is Opulence Sea Spray with a little bit of the seaweed, I guess, that went down from the rim. Very pretty. I love how it does that line where the seaweed meets the celadon. Very pretty. I've got that one and this one, which is the same. Very pretty. Oh, a little clay. Got a little clay on it. Got to clean that off. Okay, so I'm going to clean these off and wrap them up. And I'll just go over the other stuff that I pulled out. A lot of blues. A lot of blues. I love blue. Okay, so let me start. Let's see. Let's start with the Fishy mugs. I did these underglaze transfers with some bass. We do a lot of bass fishing, my husband does. And I put some underglaze on just to add a little extra color to the fish. Then I dipped it in Laguna Bright Clear. I've got the dipping glaze of that. That's a really nice clear glaze. I haven't had any issues with that. And then I filled the inside with Norse blue, dumped it out, and then dipped it in the Norse blue. And I think it's a bit thick. I need to water it down a little bit. And then I did 1 coat of Aurora green on top of the Norse blue. And then I did a little bit of dark flux. Look at that. Ooh. Drippy. It does run, so be very careful. It does run. So I had only done it to about here, and it, you know, took off. Really pretty though. Very pretty combination. There's that one. And then the tuna. Look at that handle. Really pretty. I really like that Aurora green over the Norse blue. And then the dark flux just adds a little extra. Probably didn't need it, but yeah. I did have some crawling in here. Now it's smooth, so I don't know if I'm gonna refire it. I may not. But I think that's where the Norse blue is too thick. But again, it's covered. It's not like it's raw clay, but I don't know, it doesn't look that great. So I'll either keep the mug or I'll refire it. Okay, this one is really pretty. This, I was kind of in a rush to get the kiln loaded and fired. I had a few Christmas pieces, so I tried to use as many dipping glazes as I could. This is Opulent Sea Spray, inside and out, completely. And then I did one coat of Smoky Merlot over the Opulence Sea Spray. Isn't that pretty? Really pretty. And this is one of those mugs that, like, it feels really good to hold. I don't know. I may do a whole line of these little bubble mugs. Very pretty. All right, let me do this next. This is a garlic keeper, my very first garlic keeper. I think this is my first lid, my very first lidded jar. And this is Amico Sapphire Float, just Sapphire Float. It's such a beautiful glaze, I love it. And I just glazed the inner circle and the top. This was so fun to make. And I don't know if you can see the glaze, it kind of thickens right at the base. Ooh, it's yummy. It's so yummy. Look at that. So put a couple heads of garlic in there. I love it. And I did this to match the French garlic keeper that I had made prior. So they're kind of like a little set, right? That would look nice. I have a navy blue kitchen island, so I think that would look really nice. I may gift it though, I'm not sure. I'll have to see if she likes it. These are going to be a gift. Someone wanted a couple small little bud vases, and I did have a little crawling right there. Yeah, so I think I'll have to refire that. I mean, not that it really matters for the function of it, but just for the look. Let's see if I can figure out what I did on this. Okay, so the inside is Sea Spray, and then I did a dip, just, you know, maybe less than a third of the way on the top of Opulent Sea Spray. And then I glazed on Coyote, is it Coyote Marshmallow? No, Opulence Marshmallow. And I think my kiln got a little warm because I have a couple matte glazes that ended up shiny. So I think marshmallow tends to be a little bit more matte at a cooler temperature. I think it probably got to like a 6.5, cone 6.5. So this is Opulence Marshmallow. Then I did a little bit of Sapphire Float along the rim when I was glazing the little garlic keeper. I just added a little bit so that it would be darker at the top. And then that was over the Sea Spray. Then I did a dip in Power Turquoise to the top of this little thumb dimple. So just did that over the top of everything. And then I did Cirrus Flow, Amico Cirrus Flow, just swashes, swipes and swashes. Nothing, I didn't cover the whole thing. I just did kind of random bits around. Really pretty. That's nice. Okay, moving right along. I'm saving the best for last. There's a stunner. There's a stunner. Like, I almost cried when I pulled it out. I was, okay, so this tray, again, my Norse Blue is too thick, but I did a dip in Norse Blue up to here. You can see on the back, I did little starfish feet. So dip in the Norse Blue, and then I did a dip in Power Turquoise. And then in the center here, I did Aurora Green. and then dabs of dark flux. But I do have I have one piece, 2 pieces that crawled. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a little Cirrus Flow to it and then refire it. But that's cute. I mean, that's really pretty right there. I love what's going on. Hope you can see it. I'm trying to work on my lighting and getting you guys to see a little bit better. I notice sometimes the lighting kind of blows it out and everything. Anyways, this is a little cabin in the woods mug. I used Penguin Pottery clear, and I've got a little bit of green. I don't know if you can see on the trees. I did a little bit of green under glaze, not a lot. And then I used Penguin Pottery clear over that. And then I used Morning Glory from Spectrum along the top. And then I did Sky Celadon on the top. And then I did little blobs of oatmeal. Interesting. I don't know if I would do it again, but it's interesting. The handle's pretty. And the inside was Opulent Sea Spray. Okay, this was a Refire. It was a really ugly green before. I'm not sure. I think it was in the last kiln opening. This is on Speckled Turtle Clay, and it just came out really really ugly green. So I went and I added, did I write what I did? I added Mako Eggplant. That's that really deep purple. And then Enchanted Forest. Mako Enchanted Forest over the top of that. And on the inside, I just added Enchanted Forest without the eggplant. And it's got a yummy drip right there. Can you see that thick drip? So it made it pretty. I mean, it's not gorgeous, but it's interesting. I'll take that. Okay, so I had bought, I know I've mentioned this before, I had bought a whole bunch of plates that were on super clearance. I think they were like 25 cents a piece at Aldi in the center aisle. And so some of them are black. This one has a little chip somewhere. So I'm using the chipped ones as little glaze testers. And so this, the matte rim right here was already glazed. It was like that. And so this, I poured some of my powdered turquoise in and just kind of did this. And then I let it dry. And then I used a medicine dropper and I dropped little circles, varying sizes, of running hot chowder. So it's kind of that, what's that technique? Frozen pond technique that everybody's been doing. But I wanted to test it on the powdered turquoise, and I think it came out really nice. I think I need to sift my powdered turquoise though. It looks like there's tiny little bits in there. Very pretty. Okay, now the piece. Holy moly. I thought this was gonna end up like a blurry, muddy mess. But when I pulled it out, look at that. You guys, look how pretty. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's so pretty. So these, I'll probably do a video on how I did this because I need to document it in so I know exactly. I mean, I wrote it down, but to have a video shows exactly. So I did Cirrus Flow on the inside, first of all. Then I did stroke and coats, okay? Moody Blue, Cottontail, Speckled Blue Yonder, and Speckled Grapple. And then after that, I did Cirrus Flow over the top of it, except for this like bottom bump. I didn't do the bottom bump there. And then I covered it with Micro Pearl, which Jane from Shoebox Studios uses a lot of Micro Pearl, and I've never really used it, so I thought, I'm gonna give it a try. Wow, look at that. Look, 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 look. And I'm gonna keep it for myself. I can't bear to sell it. This is so beautiful. And it feels so good to hold. Like, it just makes me happy. This is happiness right here. I can't believe I made this. Like, I'm so thrilled. I'm so happy. Oh, look at that. Maybe I'll do slow-mo. Really pretty. This could be the very favorite piece that I've ever made. Very proud of myself. Okay, couple more things, just quickies. This was an ornament that got left behind. This is iron luster, and then this is pearl white on the star. That came out really nice, and that's on white clay. The Iceman, Kentucky Mudworks Iceman. All of the white clay that I have here is on Kentucky Mudworks Iceman. Very pretty. And I did a couple little coasters or spoon rests. And so this is what I was talking about. This is Coco Matte Chino by Amico. And let me get it real quick. So this is Coco Matte. This is the exact bottle I used. Coco Matte. And it came out glossy. Now I didn't have any cones in the kiln, so I don't know how hot it got, but I'm guessing it got hotter than a 6. A cute little spoon rests, you and me. I love you. And then I saw Mickey. She is Tiffany's daughter from Hobble Creek, and she did a video on these little fortune cookies. My brain isn't working. Little fortune cookies. So I went ahead and I tried one, and it came out really cute. And this is, I just did half, like I just dipped it in the little container of glaze, and it is Antique Brass by Mako. So yeah, really cute. I like that. I think that's it for the kiln unload. I've just been doing like holiday stuff and family stuff, so I'm excited to have a little bit of quiet time and just creative time, you know? I think being creative it's like my therapy, and I need that right now. But anyways, I wanted to wish everybody a happy new year, and thank you for being my friend this year. I mean, this is pretty amazing. I'm not the most outgoing person, so it takes me a while to make friends in real life, and not a lot of people really get into pottery. They get tired very quickly about me talking about glazes and clay and stuff, but you guys love me, and I really appreciate it, and this really is the best community. Everybody's so encouraging and so loving and so kind, and I just love you guys, and I really, really, really appreciate you. Each and every one of you that take the time to watch my videos or to like or comment. I love hearing your comments. It's just so fun talking back and forth with you guys. And so thank you, and Happy New Year, and God bless each and every one of you guys. All right. See you next year. Bye.